Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this video, which is going to be your yoga for rest days. So this is going to be a full body stretch, really thinking about lengthening and stretching the lower, the upper body and the abdominals so that you can feel good even on those rest days. So you don't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, and whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay everyone, so let's begin by meeting at the back of our mats today. Coming to sit with toes together, take the knees nice and wide just to give yourself a little bit of space in through your hips, and sit up nice and tall through your spine. The crown of the head reaching up to the sky, we relax the shoulders and find just a little bit of engagement in through your core just to help you sit up a little bit taller and longer. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a full breath out through the mouth. Good, and then on your next inhale, go ahead and reach both hands all the way up to the sky. Bring the palms together at the top and exhale the hands through heart center. Good, and again, take a deep breath in, reach both hands all the way up, stop at the top, take hold of the right wrist and dive over towards the left, just so that we can feel that length coming in through the right hand side of your body. Take a full breath here. And then come back through center, taking hold of the left wrist and diving over towards the right. The chest is open. Take a deep breath in and a full exhale. And then come back through center, palms together, and then return the hands through your heart. Good, one final time. Inhale as we reach all the way up. Maybe we look up this time, stretching out through the neck. And on your next exhale, go ahead and dive forwards, bring the fingertips onto the mat and start to walk the fingers forwards. Keep your hands tented here so that we can start to really rest the chest down towards the floor. Open up the knees a little bit wider if we need to. And just find a little bit of movement here from side to side. Just starting to waken up those shoulders, the hips. Just a little sway side to side. And then finding that nice center point, go ahead and take the palms of the hands to the floor, and then the forehead travels down towards your mat. Into your child's pose here. Just focusing on breathing, taking a few big deep breaths all the way down to the belly. Releasing the breath all the way out. And using this opportunity to maybe take a little scan through your body. Notice if you are holding on to a little bit of tension or tightness through any of your muscles. Where for you feels like needs a little bit of extra love or a little bit of extra work today. Take one more full breath here. And then whenever you're ready, slowly bring yourself all the way back up into your tabletop. So we'll meet on all fours with the wrists under the shoulders, with the knees under the hips, and let's flow through a couple of cat-cows. So as we inhale, we can drop the belly, point the tailbone up, look forwards. As we exhale, tuck the chin to the chest and round out your spine. Inhale, drop the belly, tailbone up, open the shoulders. Big exhale, chin towards the chest, really round out your back. Good, every inhale coming forwards. Every exhale, round the back, press the mat away. Good, and then just focus here on flowing through these in time with your own breath. There is no rush to be keeping up with me on this video. We're not rushing the breath. Just letting the breath be nice and natural, moving within your own time. And if it feels good to maybe stop in a position and find a few extra breaths, maybe in your cat or maybe in your cow, that's okay. Let's take our last few breaths here. Good, and then after your next exhale, meet me back in your tabletop with a nice neutral spine. Good, from here we're going to send that right leg out and away. So just stretch the right leg out nice and long and find a few big circles through your right ankle. Just a few little circles one way. And then switch directions, take a few little circles the other way. And then come back to stillness. Go ahead and send that right leg to the left-hand side of your mat. Drop the toes to the floor, bump your hips over to the right, and then start to gaze over your left shoulder. We're looking back towards those right toes. Breathe into the right-hand side of your waist here. Encourage that stretch. Stretching out both the side of the waist here, but also the hamstrings. Take one more breath. And then come back through center, lift that right leg up, stretch it out long. And on your next breath, go ahead and send the right foot in between your hands. And we're going to lift our body up, maybe bring the hands onto the knees into our low lunge. So we want to keep that back knee grounded. We want to keep the sole of the right foot on the floor. And we want to try not to let this front knee come too far over the toes. If you find that that is happening, go ahead and walk that front foot a little bit further forward so that that knee is right on top of your ankle. And we can have the hands on the knee, we can have the hands on the hips, whatever lets you balance a little bit better. And we're just going to hold it here. Take a few deep breaths and really welcome that stretch into your left hip. Big breath in and a full releasing breath out. Good, and then if it feels good to stay here, we can stay right here. If it feels good to find a little bit of movement, we're going to start to send the hips forwards and back. So straightening out the front leg and then coming back into that bent knee. So just coming forwards and back, the hands can remain on the hips, on the knee, or maybe we take them down to the floor. Just finding this nice active stretch forwards and back. And maybe every time we come back, we might start to see if we can lift the front foot, point the toes back towards your face. Only moving within a range of motion that feels good for your body. So it doesn't matter how big or how small these movements are, as long as it feels good. And then the next time that we send the hips back and straighten that front knee, we're going to stop and we're going to hold it here. Feel that sensation, that stretch in through the back of your right leg. Welcome it in. If it feels good, we might start to lower the upper body further over that straightened leg. Take 3 deep breaths here. Good, and then eventually come all the way back into your low lunge. Bring the hands back onto the knee, or this time up towards the sky. Good, hold it here. If the fingertips are lifted up, think about rolling the shoulders open, shining your heart up to the sky. Take a full inhale And a full exhale. Good, and then from here, cactus the arms open, bend through the elbows, and then release the hands back to your mats. Good, this time we're going to step that right leg all the way back, point the toes behind you, and then from here, send the right leg over to the right hand side of your mat. Plant the foot to the floor, your toes are facing forwards. From here, we're going to lift that left arm all the way up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, thread that left arm in underneath the right. Let the left shoulder, the left ear come towards the mat. And maybe walk your right fingers all the way to the top. Holding it here. And if this stretch does feel a little bit too strong, you can always bring that right knee back underneath your hip, that's okay. But wherever you are, think about releasing that shoulder into your mats. Breathing into your upper back here, into your arms, into your shoulders. Final deep breath here. And then we can release by bringing the right hand back by your face and return yourself all the way back into your tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's take a few more cat-cows here. Inhale to drop the belly, look forwards. Exhale the chin to the chest, we round out the spine. Inhale as we roll forwards. Exhale as we round through the back. Good, again, just connecting this movement up with your own breath. We're not in a rush. We're breathing deeply. We're letting the movements follow. Good, take one more deep breath here. And then eventually come back and meet me in your tabletop. We're going to find that same sequence on the other side. So this time the left leg is going to reach away. It doesn't matter how high it's lifted. We're going to take a few little circles through that ankle. Welcoming any little clicks, any little clacks in the ankle. And then take a few little circles the other way. Good, coming back into stillness, and we're going to send that leg over towards the right hand side, drop the toes to the floor as we bump the hips to the left, and then send your gaze over the right shoulder. We're really trying to look back towards those toes. Feel that nice big stretch coming all the way up through the left hand side of your body. We're pressing that back heel towards the back so that we feel the stretch through the left hamstrings. Take a full big breath here. Good, and then eventually come back through center. Lift that left leg back through center, and we hold it right here. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, bend the left knee, step the left foot forwards in between your hands and come up into your low lunge. And again, move the feet and the knees as you need to here, just to make sure that we have the ankle directly underneath the front knee. And the further back we walk that back knee, the deeper the stretch we're going to feel through our hip. So just find where you want the feet to be. And then you can have the hands either on the front knee, maybe on the hips. And we're just going to hold it here. Get nice and heavy through your hips. Breathing directly down into the very front of your right hip flexor. Good, we take a full breath here. And then if it feels good to welcome a little bit of movement, we might start to send those hips back and then forwards again. So coming back, straightening that front leg, and then coming forwards into your low lunge. So breathing deeply here, just rocking those hips forwards and backwards. Doesn't matter how big or how small this movement is. If we start to feel a little bit more open, we might take the hands down to the mat. We might start to flex the front foot every time we come back. Okay, the next time that we come back and we straighten that front leg, let's stop and meet right here. Flexing the front foot back towards the face if that feels good. And welcoming that stretch. This can be a pretty intense stretch for our hamstrings, so just breathe into that sensation. If it feels good to further drop the body down over that front leg, we can. Find a few nice slow breaths here. Focus on slowing the breath down. And then after your next exhale, go ahead and ground the front foot forwards, bend the front knee, and come back into your low lunge. So fingertips can stay on the floor, maybe they come to the hips, or if we're feeling open, reach the fingers all the way up to the sky. Let's roll the shoulders back, shine your heart up towards the ceiling here for a big breath in. And a full breath out. Good, take one more inhale, reach up. And as we exhale, cactus the arms open, squeeze the shoulder blades at the back, and then return the hands back to the floor. We're going to step that left foot all the way to the back of your mat. Take one more breath here. And then this time that left leg is going to come out to the left-hand side of your mat. Keep your toes pointing forwards, and on your next inhale, reach that right arm all the way up to the sky. Really lengthen through the fingertips. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, thread that right arm in underneath the left. Let the shoulder, let the ear come down towards the mat. And then walk the left fingertips forwards. Relax your upper body down here. And again, if this does feel too much, go ahead and bring that left knee back underneath your hip. But wherever you are, I welcome you to grind down here. Let go. Release. Take 3 deep breaths. And then after your third breath, we can release by bringing that left hand back in front of the face. Press into the hands and then step the left knee back. Meet me back in your tabletop. We'll find just a few more cat-cows here. Inhaling to drop the belly, look forwards. Exhale to round the spine. Inhale as we roll forwards. Exhale to round the back. One more inhale to send the chest forwards. And this time as we exhale, let's tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, finding your downward facing dog. So the knees can be bent or straight here, it doesn't matter. We're going to keep the hips high and back. Or maybe we welcome a little bit of movement, starting to pedal out through those feet. Just breathing, welcoming that stretch. And then eventually coming back into stillness. On your next inhale, let's wave the spine forwards into our plank, shoulders coming over the wrists. As we exhale, slowly bend the elbows and lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes at the bottom and bring your elbows right under your shoulders. The forearms, the palms of the hands are on the floor. And then start to roll your shoulders back. And as we're rolling the shoulders back, we're lengthening the spine. We're pressing our pelvic bone down into the floor, lifting up high, sending the gaze forwards. And taking a few deep breaths here in our Sphinx pose. The gaze can be forwards or it can be down in between the fingertips. It doesn't matter. Breathe here. And stay active through the body. So keep pressing the tops of your feet into the floor. The fronts of your thighs are pressing into the floor. Palms of the hands into the mat. Lifting up. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And then slowly lower your chest back to the mat. Take the hands back, maybe beside your rib cage, and then we can release ourselves into our last child's pose. Toes together, knees are wide. We can keep the fingers forwards or we can take the hands underneath the forehead this time. And just focus on a few deep breaths. And rather than focusing on stretching and lengthening the body, just focus on softening your muscles here. Any areas that we feel still holding a little bit of tension, tightness, stress, give yourself the permission to relax. Relax the feet, the legs, the hips, back and the abdominal muscles. Relax your shoulders, arms and hands, the neck, the head, the face. And go ahead and take 3 deep breaths here, sending thanks to yourself for this movement, for this wonderful practice that you have just taken the time to give to yourself. And then whenever you are ready to release, we can start to lift the gaze. We can walk the hands back towards the knees. And we will finish exactly as we started by taking one more big reach up to the sky, palms together at the top, and exhale your hands to your heart space. And namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more from me, please subscribe. I upload every Monday and Friday. And if you have any suggestions of any videos you would like to see, please give me a little comment. Thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and namaste.